Hey guys, and welcome to a new guide on jewels and socketing. Jewels come in 5 different shapes, 9 different colors, and 15 different qualities. The quality of a jewel determines what level you're able to equip it at, such as 115 for shiny jewels and 155 for flawless jewels. And the higher the level, the higher the stats that the jewel gives you. Such as how shiny here again is level 115, but sparkling is now level 125, and you get 1 more accuracy percentage for this increase in jewel quality. The different jewel colors or types determines what school it is. Opal is for any school, this could mean anyone can equip it. Amethyst is storm, peridot is myth, jade is life, sapphire is ice, ruby is fire, onyx is death, citrine is balance, and hematite is shadow. The shape of the jewel determines what stats that it gives. Square jewels give you defensive stats such as flat damage resistance, critical blocking rating, and also incoming healing. Triangle-shaped jewels give accuracy stats, spell cards, and power pip and shadow pip chance. Circle jewels are associated with damage, so this could be critical rating, flat damage boosts, or piercing. Tear-shaped jewels give health and mana, as well as Archmastery rating, and star-shaped jewels can be applied to pets based on their level. Jewels can be applied to wands, athames, amulets, rings, pets, and decks. To attach jewels to an item, you have to select the item in your backpack and go to the affixed jewels icon. Pay attention to the sockets that are available. On this dagger, there is a tier socket that is open, but the 2 circle sockets are locked. So when you go to affixed jewels, these are both locked sockets. There's always been a visual bug where not all the sockets appear locked. So right now I could apply a tier jewel and that would add this health jewel to this socket, but I cannot add any circle jewels because these are locked. In order to unlock them, you can spend crowns or use a socket wrench. I find that it's always easier to use crowns because you can get crowns pretty easily and it's pretty cheap, whereas socket wrenches are more rare items and they're very limited. Now say I have this tier jewel that I want to get rid of because I have a better option where this is 147 health versus 106 health. In order to get rid of a jewel, you need to shatter it, and what happens is when you shatter it, it is destroyed permanently and it is not returned to you, but now I can add a new jewel. At higher levels, you get things called pins, where you can put pins onto your different hats, robes, and boots, but only certain ones, as not everything has them available. The different pins are power pins, which give you accuracy, and the school of accuracy that it's for, those wizards cannot use, so life wizards cannot use a life accuracy pin. And there's also conversion pins, which gives you pip conversion. There are shield pins. Resistance pins give resist and block for specific schools. Schools get specific resistances for specific schools. They're not going to be resistances for each individual school for each school that can acquire the pin. Lastly, there are sword pins. There are crushing pins, which give you pierce and critical, disabling pins, which give you critical and damage, and punishing pins, which give you pierce and damage. So that is how I get a very large amount of ice damage and accuracy while still being a myth wizard. There are several jewel vendors in the spiral, such as this one here in the shopping district of Wizard City. From here you can actually start Archmastery early with this square Archmastery jewel and this tier-shaped Archmastery jewel, which will allow you to have an Archmastery rating before level 50. There's another vendor in the Crustacean Empire of Celestia. Once you take the teleporter to the Senate, you must go back here and you'll find Igus, and he has both jewels that you can buy, as well as a jewel recipe shop where you can buy the different recipes where you can make your own jewels. From Polaris, every world now has a jewel vendor who sells both jewels as well as jewel recipes where you can buy the different recipes that you can then craft the different jewels that fall into that category. So the main way to get jewels is either to buy them from a vendor, craft them from using a jewel recipe, or there are many monsters who drop jewels as rewards for defeating them. The drop jewels are definitely better than the ones that you can buy or craft, such as this lustrous pip opal, which is much more of a rare find that is only dropped and not able to be bought. However, some jewel vendors, such as the one in Lemuria, still gives great jewels, such as this one for stun resistance, this one for 29 flat damage resistance, stun resistance for your pet, and a pretty good health opal as well. My personal suggestion is that for all square sockets, you put the highest flat resistance across the board that you can find. At some point, higher pierce is better than higher critical, so I would suggest that for circled sockets. Tier sockets, I would choose health over mana, of course. In triangle, you could do either pip chance to make sure you have 100% power pip rating, or accuracy once you get above that 100% power pip rating. For me, my power pip rating is 112%, so I could even afford to switch out this power pip jewel for an accuracy one. I just don't have any extra accuracy. And you can see here I have 3 different flat damage resistances, which means that I have a total of 88 damage right off the top of whatever spell is cast on me. So overall, that's everything I could think of about jewels. I hope this helped you understand them better, help you know which ones to use, where to get them, and I'll see you in the next guide.